Hello and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. Second video, so it's still early days. It's still being baby gloves with us, kid gloves, baby gloves. Theoretically we were in a tutorial, but I'm not sure that actually happened. It just sort of started off by telling us some details, didn't really tutor us as such. But anyway, off we go. Oh, we've got a few things to change this time. Front steering knuckle, I heard of that. Inner tie rod, okay. Rear axle knuckle and rubber bushing. No location for that though, eh? But I can click a button that makes it appear. Alright, so let's whack it on the lifter. So I could hide them. No, that's not how you do it. How do I hide the vehicle? Body mode H, then condition. Is it showing up the condition of any of these parts? Not as such, or no. Well, I'm not necessarily certain why I'm looking for a steering knuckle, to be honest. So, that's a feature I love. I can highlight where the part is because I can't see it against all the other guff at the moment. So. Conditions, hide body. Anybody see a steering knuckle? Well, it's bound to be on the front, isn't it? 'Cause that's where the steering is. Yeah. Front steering knuckle A. There's two of them. Ah, that looks like a... There, that's a front steering knuckle if ever I saw one. Right, let's... It wasn't highlighting like I thought it was going to be though. Still I can live with that. Steering knuckle was fairly obvious where that is. I mean, rubber bushing, that can be anywhere on the bloody car. So I don't need to take this off. I need to take all these other bits off. Can't take that off yet. How do I take... Why can't I take this off? I can't even see it all at the same time. Oh, okay, I've got to take the cap off first. They didn't have the caps in the previous one. No, let's take the spring out next. No. What am I failing to take out now? Ah, aha. I'm going to take off the sway bar, of course, he says. I had no idea I'd take the sway bar off. Wow, flipping mouse goes all weird in the zoomed in mode. I think it's because I'm zoomed in and it's using the same mouse DPI but hadn't adjusted it for zooming in, so although it's not very accelerated here, when I zoom in it's much worse effect. Right, anyway. That's weird, it used to be... Oh, it's a bolt and nut. There used to be two bolts in the previous version. Anyway, talking about things you don't need to know. Right, so I can almost take it off, but first I have to take off this lower suspension arm. Really? I'll have to put up on the higher version lifter for that. Grumble mutter. Grumble mutter! Still, it's fairly straightforward. Click ourselves into the wheel area. Let's remove the screws. And nuts. Oh, I just noticed my experience went up 1 for taking the thing off. Nope, still can't take it off. I'm going to take the outer tie rod off next, because that's connected to it as well. And then finally, perhaps... Nope. Still can't take off the steering knuckle. Oh crikey, I've got to take off the brake. Front wheel hub. Wow, there's many more parts on this than there was on the previous game. So I'm not really sure what it's telling me I have to take off. This bit in here. What is that? I can't take any of this, so I can't take the whole braking mechanism off of it. Alright. See, I know nothing about cars. Oh, the calipers come off as a pair, that's nice. Nope, still something in there that needs to take off. No. Oh, what the... I have to detach it from the axle. You're not joking, surely. Okay, I think I just had to take the inner off, to be honest. I don't think I have to take the axle off, but it's not desperately clear. That's the problem, of course, is the system gets finer and finer. It's hard to tell which piece I need to take off to get that bit off. Alright, so I have to do the same on the other side, so set faces to... can I get back far enough? Yeah. Alright, but now we're cooking with this great looking wheel. Awesome. Right, so how do I take off these? Maybe I did have to take the axle off. Stop zooming in so madly. Oh, I see the brakes off, of course. Wow, okay, finally getting through to the, whatever it is, steering knuckle. Oh. Oh, I haven't taken all this bit off yet, all the suspension arm. Good grief. It's attached to a lot of things, is the knuckle. Oh, yeah, the sway bar or whatever it is. So many parts. My experience is shooting up very slowly. Alright. And then... no. Oh, it's attached to this steering thing, this suspension jobber. I'll take this. I must have taken this off the other side, I don't remember. Right, well that's the steering knuckles. Oh, I noticed that looks bad. Let's have that off. Right, so let's look at the order form. So, steering knuckles, took the tie rod off, rear axle, and a rubber bushing. I'll tell you what, let's use the highlight system for the rubber bushing. Is that going to help? I'll highlight any of these rubber bushings. God, how many bloody rubber bushings are there? There'll be some at the back as well. I'll have to go to the back for that other part. Alright, so I need to remember where my computer is. And we need steering knuckle. What was it called again? Was it called a steering knuckle? Probably not. No. Be nice if you can search, look. Knuckle. Front steering knuckle A. Did it look like that? I can't look at my inventory from here. No. You sell that as from previous place. Yeah. So. Yeah. Front steering knuckle A. Yes. Times 2 and an inner tie rod. Yes. And then an inner tie rod, was it? Inner tie rod, yes. Oh, we need a rubber bushing whilst we're here. And a rear something. No, it doesn't tell me. Oh, I wish you could press I again to get rid of your inventory. Oh, that fact I'm going to look at my car to get the order thing up is a bit rubbish too. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Rear, I've already forgotten what it said. Rear something knuckle A. That's the thing. Say rear. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Was it axle housing? This is why I wait until I take them off the car before I bother buying them. Alright, let's put the bits back on. That should take a nice short amount of time. Starting with knuckle. Awesome. And then all the bits attached to the knuckle. Yes. screw it on. Oh, we get an extra piece of experience for everyone we're screwing on as well. Tell you, we'll have that thousands of experience in no time. Depending on your version of time. Yeah, that one. Bolty. Stick a nut on the end. Oh, we're going to put the roof on it. What was it called? Why can't I move? Oh, there we go. Oh, I haven't finished bolting it on. That's why it's not letting me see anything else. Pop the cap on top. That's all that bit done. And there was the outer tie rod. Oh, there's an inner tie rod to pop on one side, wasn't there? Was it this side? No. Brake disc, ventilated. Well, that means I want them ventilated, wouldn't you? Just to stop them overheating. That's probably not what it's all about. Okay, lower suspension arm. Good grief, I've forgotten just how much there was. Bolty. So is the inner tyre rod off the other side then? Oh, I just saw the bushing in the background. That's awesome. Oh, there's a bit. There. Sway bar link. Wow, who knew cars weren't just clip-on wheels and stuff, eh? Oh, we should be able to click it. There we go. So now I should be able to assemble the tie rod on this side as it was. Awesome. And then put all the bits on over here. Oh, I could also put the wheel back on. Looking forward to getting that faster bolting already. Oh, there we go. So, in here we need to then go into assemble mode and start putting all the bits back on. Front steering knuckle, lower suspension arm. Now that said 68%, but it's not a thing that was listed as needing to be replaced. But isn't 68% underneath? Oh no, 68% is exactly on the money for the limit of the lowest quality goods you'll take. The car will take, or the customer will take, whatever it is. Front wheel hub, bolts on. Who knew these wheel things were so complicated to attach to a vehicle? And the answer's still the same, isn't it? As anyone who knew anything about it. Pop the cap on top. Brake disc. It's ventilated again, that's nice. Let's go for the summer days. Oh well. Yeah. That's right, I went there. Right, so that's the outer tie rods on. Yeah, that's all on. So why can't I put the wheel on? Oh, I'm missing these little bits in here, look. Little hub bearing-y bits. Oh, and an axle. Crikey, did I put the axle on the other side? And the sway bar. I'm wondering whether I put the axle on the other side. Surely it wouldn't have let me put the wheel on without the axle. Surely. Well, that's something worth checking, isn't it? It's nice to be sure that you've given your customer all of his axles back. Yeah. It's pretty axle-rific. Alright, I think... Oh no, it's not done. I've got a rear knuckle thing to find. There it is. Look, that's the knackered knuckle. Knackered knuckle. And I saw the bushing light up briefly and I moused over something, so... is it still highlighted? Yeah. Right, well, we need to do the same here. So I need to take this off, which presumably requires removing the wheel. I mean, you know, you've got to assume the wheel has to come off for all of this stuff. Drop it on my head. Oh, there's the bushing. Look, highlighted. Oh, can we get that now? Oh, they're screwed in, look. That's neat. But now I should be able to pop that straight back in. I mean, it's possible I might need to take it out to get through the rest of this work, but I didn't know. Right, brakes. Rear wheel hub. I'm just assuming these have to come off, to be honest. 4 bolts to keep the rear wheels on, so all the power's going. Well, possibly, I don't know. I'm not sure if it goes as far as modelling where the power goes accurately. No, not yet. I have to take all this off. Jesus Christ. Oh, I have to take the bushing out. Okay, that is obviously attached to the knuckle, so that's understandable. Right, now let's take off this. Rear suspension arm A. Wow, it's a lot more involved than the previous game. Shock absorber. So yeah, if you're playing this game and you find it's a little bit too complicated, and you'd think, I'd rather have something a bit more simplistic, or maybe just as a starter version of learning some basics about how cars go together, I don't know, I'd recommend the previous version of this game. It's lots less to it. It's still quite complicated, maybe a bit daunting at first, but all in all, not too bad at all. What is stopping me remove this now? There's a little bit of red in there. What's that? Some sort of small rubber bushing. No, that's not the problem. It is the problem, but I just can't get it out. We'll take off the rear suspension. Oh my word, I'll take all this off first. Ah dear, right, there we go. So, now I can take out the rubber bushing. Flipping out, that's quite a job removing that. Right, I don't need to see the bushing anymore, so I could unhighlight that. So I just need my, oh, what's it called? I've forgotten. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Okay. Rear axle knuckle housing A. I had almost remembered it correctly before. Alright. On 402 experience. Let's see how many we have when we've completed. So we're in assemble mode now. Just going to trust it to show me the right bits to put on. I mean, theoretically it shouldn't let you put on something that stops anything else going on. Should you? Should it? Should it? Should you? I don't know. Still getting used to the fact that it places my mouse in roughly the right place for the new part. It's a bit annoying. It's annoying for me when I move my mouse. It's probably annoying to watch as well. Cap. Shock absorber A. Whatever this bit was. Oh, the rear sway bars look a bit more meaty. Suspension upper arm. Brake disc. Wheel hub cap. Oh, really? Caliper. Alright. I think we're done. Just get the torque settings right on that wheel. Awesome. So on the previous game it would have then said all parts all parts put back on or something. I can't remember. I already can't remember. Okay, ticks all round. 789. Experience gone up to, well, we get 100 for this, was it? Rubber bushing. I've left the bushing out. Oh. That's one of these suspension parts required it, didn't it? Was it this one? No. No, I put that one back in. Oh, hello. There's this bit as well. Let's put this bit back on. Oh dear. There's a sort of clunking, dragging noise. Oh yeah. This is why I like that thing which told me that all parts had been assembled. Ah, there's my bushing hole. That would be nice if it said all parts assembled. But it doesn't, so we just try and finish the job again, I guess. Yes! Job successful, getting crushed by the lift. Woo! Alright. I want to jump as I run across here, but I'm not allowed to jump. Awesome, thank you very much for watching. Come back next time and we'll take on the next job and watch, maybe just gaze out the window for a while, watching the trees. Oh, I do like to watch nature jiggle.